Hey, welcome back to my channel. You're going to hear some wind noise behind you. We're in a storm right now and it's starting to rain. This is my solar building, which is designed for battery storage, inverters. But these are what I've done with the four EG4 LL and Life Power batteries. When I bought that at battery hookup on the auction, they showed the cover on there. And so I had to make my own cover because they didn't ship it with the cover. I don't know what they did with it. The reason I have the positive on that side, because the positive connection is right there and the negative connection is right there. So I'll have to cross over. I'm going to put all these and my other batteries going to that 250 amp hour breaker, going to the Radiant. These are 8,000 watt inverters, both of these. This is giving me 16,000 of low frequency inverters. These are old school, but these are very, very reliable. What the low frequency is, inside of that up there, they have an iron core and wound with copper, which gives it a very heavy transformer. These things weigh about 125 pounds each. And they're called a GS, well, this one's 8048, but you can add, which I bought another used panel, a used inverter. These are 4,000 watts each, 240 volt split phase. And these are hybrid inverters, and you can feed back the grid with these if you choose to. I am not feeding anything back on the grid. I am going to be 100% off grid with these inverters. Now, I want to show you my hodgepodge here. This is my hodgepodge of batteries. These particular ones I'm showing you right here were from AliExpress. I do not recommend you buying them from AliExpress. They say they're 280 amp hour batteries. When I did a capacity test on multiple ones of them, they're 240. These round ones, my wife thought these were bombs. I got from battery hookup. My first experiment with lithium iron phosphate. They're 50 amp hour each, so in series they actually tested at 55 amp hours, so 220 amp hours there, 240 amp hours there. Now these I bought from battery hookup, and keep in mind there are three in parallel here, and so I made these bus bars, but each individual cell here I top balanced at 3.45 volts. Every one of these. Can you imagine how long it took me to do these? 16 times 3. And these, every cell here has been top balanced. And then I hooked Dali BMSs on it. Except for this one. I've got JK BMS, which is nice, but they're twice as expensive as Dali's, maybe even more. Been very happy with Dali's or their rip-off versions of them. Battery hookup. Batteries, 2 in parallel, 16 in series. This is battery hookup here. What I've done here, this one is a 20S. I took 4 of those, 16, these are 208 amp hour batteries, 280, and 4 of them were isolated. So I made these homemade batteries for a golf cart. Each of these have a smart Dali BMS in it. And so these are hooked up, and I got Orient Power batteries back here, 4 in series, and they're all hooked to bus bars and breakers. And then these are the only 2 that are alike. I bought, this is what I call number 8, this is what I call number 7 right here. These are 280 amp hour batteries, very nice. They were used, but they capacity tested at 280 amp hours. Completely happy with them. So I have 100 amp hour, I should say 100 kilowatt hours of batteries on these hodgepodge, and they all been balanced. They all been balanced, so they keep it balanced together. And this is the system I'm using right now, SunGold Power SP6548s, and they actually produce about 65% of our battery, of our power needs in our house. And there's our sub panel. And that's number 2 wire going to our house. And one mistake I made here, I bought 4-inch wireways. That 6-inch would have been a lot better, a lot easier. So this is my system. I'm anxious to go to, once the parts arrive, to get my OutBack Power online, then I can hopefully be 100% off grid while we're here in North Dakota. But thank you for watching, and we'll talk to you later.